Mcshane, he's got a lamb, but a killer motherfucking beauty of burns. He's that Mcshane, he's that Mcshane, and he's not much cooler than you. Everyone, and welcome to my game pickups video. This will be the first one I do. I thought I'd take this opportunity to drink a delicious monster on camera. Oh my god. It's so delicious. Oh. Anyway, so like a million other people nowadays, I decided to start doing my own video game channel reviews. Not just video games, I'm going to kind of do a lot of different stuff, music, whatever, you know, game reviews, and shoot some like little smart short films and whatnot. I don't have any good equipment or anything like that, so there's not going to be anything fancy. And I have no idea about editing, but we're still going to figure that part out. But yeah, I just thought I'd introduce everything and let's start the video. The other day, I'm just walking around my own business and I happen to see a Sega Genesis with a power base converter attached. And I'm like, I stop what I'm doing. I'm like, oh my god, there's a Sega Master System right there. And I went over, you know, these things, like, there's a hole on the back of the Genesis and there's this screw and it actually screws in to the back of it. So I'm like taking it off and I take it over to this guy, who's this Mexican guy who's at the, you know, the flea market. And I take just the power base converter over to him. And I told you guys about this in one of my other videos if you saw it. And I said, you know, how much do you want for this? He's like, no, I sell a whole unit, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, I don't really need another Genesis, you know, but I'll buy this. He's like, $30 for the whole thing. So I'm like, hell with you. And I take it back over there and sit there and put the damn thing back on and screw it in. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if I can get him to just give me the whole thing for $20. So I go over to him and I'm like, you know, hey man, would you take 20 for the whole thing? And he's like, oh man, you're pulling my leg here. And you could tell he didn't really want to do it, but he go ahead and he cut me a deal, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you out there, guy that probably will never see this. But that, I was pretty stoked about that because when I was a kid, I actually got to play the Sega Master System at a friend of mine's house, and it was, you know, I was probably about 8 years old, so it was like 1988 or whatever. Now you can probably figure out how old I am, but he had a few games on it, and when I went over there, you know, this was the early 80s, and I'm a little kid, you know, there's no internet and all that crap, so I had no idea that there was another video game system. You know, I had the Nintendo Entertainment Center system at home, and, you know, when I was real young, we had an Atari 5200, and, you know, so I thought it was just Nintendo and Atari, basically. I went over there, what's this Sega? And he was playing this game, Hang On, Focus, Hang On, and Astro Warrior. Excellent, excellent deal. If you guys have a Sega Master System, get this game, because Hang On is a motorcycle game, pretty standard, but it's pretty fun. And Astro Warrior, if you like shooters, that is a killer shooter for the Sega Master System, so pick that up. I got some more deals on eBay. I'm going to screw up this pronunciation, but whatever. Golvelius. It's basically a Zelda clone, which is pretty sweet. Like, you know, it has side-scrolling levels kind of like Zelda 2, and it has the overworld kind of like Zelda 1, and also does like a top-down, like a shooter almost in certain areas. It's really fun, and I really dig it. I've already put like 2 hours into it, and I just got it. And so yeah, I was at Vintage Stock out in Broken Arrow, and I picked up Great Golf with a crap label and Afterburner, which I had heard Afterburner, the first one on the Sega Master System, wasn't good, but I actually enjoy it rather much. I also, I had to get this for Safari Hunt. This is Hang On and Safari Hunt. Safari Hunt is basically Sega's answer to Duck Hunt. You know, how Mario Brothers would come with, you know, your Nintendo Entertainment System, I should say, would come with Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on the same cartridge. So Sega was like, hey, that's a good idea. Let's do the same thing. And so I went on Amazon to find a zapper. They call it the light phaser. It's a phaser. It's not a gun. It's a phaser, Star Trek. But anyways, I get the goddamn thing, and the back is broken out of it, and the side, you can see like I don't know, this looks like a magnesium or a zinc battery without a label. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but of course it doesn't work. So I called the guy at Amazon. I'm like, hey dude, what's the deal? You're busting my balls. He said, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I would hate to bust your big, juicy, nice balls that you have, and I'm going to get you another one sent out. So this thing... Okay. And I wasn't very happy about that, because from what I've seen on YouTube, like Sega's light gun, and the light gun games actually work and are supposedly a lot better than the Nintendo ones, which I know doesn't say much, but still. Also, some more Master System games. Picked this up at Vintage Stock, and you could tell it was from, you know, Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or one of those kind of places where they actually printed off instruction booklets and gave you the instruction booklet in this little case. But it's Space Harrier, one of the absolute greatest games for the Master System. If you have a Master System, you gotta have this. I mean, it's classic. It's kind of an isometrical shooter, and it's pretty ahead of its time. I think it was, you know, one of the first games to come out in 1986, and it runs real fast, and it's pretty impressive, really. I definitely recommend it. And of course, one of those games that my friend had when I used to go over to his house was Choplifter. Choplifter is a kick-ass helicopter game where you run around and, of course, shoot tanks and whatnot, but there's these little buildings you have to blow up that I guess terrorists are holding hostages, you know, because that's what the terrorists do. But you have to actually pick up the hostages and take them back to the base and all this stuff. And you can actually kill all the hostages if you want, and that's really fun too. Of course, you don't get to go to the next level, which is kind of a bummer. But if you're evil, you might like this too. You don't necessarily have to be, you know, a good, kind-hearted Christian to enjoy Choplifter. You can also be a sadistic sociopath and probably get a kick out of that too. Forgot to talk about this in the review, but when I got this game, it's like in perfect condition except for the tab. But open it up, the game looks like it's never been played, and this poster, which I did not expect to get, is in it, which is totally like 80s awesomeness. And it has like all the games on the back. I'm gonna get a frame for it, but it's cool. It's got like Space Harrier, that's the guy from Space Harrier, not Adventure Island, it's actually Wonder Boy on the Sega. Originally, it's a Sega game. We'll talk about that later. Outrun, Great Football, and 3D Missile Adventure, but I thought that was just really, really cool. Sorry. Also picked up Great Basketball, pretty cool. It's kind of hard to find Sega Master System games out in the wild, at least where I am, for sure. But this is a pretty cool basketball game. It seems to you seem to get fouled or foul somebody no matter what you fucking do. It's kind of ridiculous. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Great Football. For some reason, I can't pick my plays on it. I don't know. The thing just scrolls, and I don't know. If you ever play Great Football, tell me what is going on. Maybe I just got a bad copy now. These are also Sega Master System games. You see how thin the boxes are, because they're actually little cards. And this is complete. It came with the little plastic and everything in there. Spy versus Spy. A lot of you probably played that on the Nintendo. But this is a really cool game. Excuse me. Yeah, I just burped. I just let it go. Hi, Kurt. What are you doing, son? You want to say hi to the people at home? Come here. Come here. That's my son, Kurt. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Very good. Now go get in your cage. I'll change your water in maybe 2 hours if you're good. Okay, so as I was saying, another one of those games that my buddy Bradley had was called Ghost House, and he played on the cards.
Ghost House.
Yeah, tell him about it. It's an awesome game. It's kind of, I guess, a little bit like I would say Castlevania meets Alex Kidd, basically.
You got it.
Yeah, you're in like a haunted house, and you can get knives and daggers and stuff, and you're trying to kill Dracula. And there's like all these coffins in the house that you're in, and you gotta open these coffins, and Dracula comes out, and you fight him and stuff. It's really awesome. I loved the game when I first played it when I was a kid, and for years and years and years, I never saw it again because nobody had Master Systems in America. I just happened to be lucky to have a friend that had one, and I finally get to play this game again, and I've already played it for like 2 hours. It's awesome. Awesome game. Love it. Highly recommend Ghost House. Picked up a Nintendo Entertainment Center game. Goonies 2. For you is good enough. For me is good enough. You know, Goonies. Awesome. It's a great game. I never really got to play it when I was a kid. I played it maybe for 15 minutes or something, but I actually like it. It's kind of like Metroid, you know, or maybe like a Mario meets Metroid. Pretty cool. I actually dig it. I want to put some more time into it. And I found a plug and play, which, you know, these things are kind of hit or miss. I just sort of enjoy the way they look. It's a Namco Miss Pac-Man plug and play. It actually works really well. Hear that clicking? It's awesome. The joystick, on a lot of these plug and plays, the joysticks kind of suck. But this one happens to be pretty good. It's also got pole position, Galaga, Xevious, which that's Kurt for you. And Mappy. Show him your boogers, Kurt.
See your boogers, Kurt.
That's what I said. Okay, quit hanging on. You're going to knock the camera off, buddy. Also picked up some Sega Genesis games. One of my favorite systems of all time. The Tick, which is not that great. It's okay. It's kind of a beat 'em up. Earthworm Jim 1 and Earthworm Jim 2. Two of my favorite games of all time. Especially Part 2, because you get to kill little puppies, basically. Don't worry, he doesn't pay attention. You want to play Earthworm Jim? Go right ahead. Predator 2, another friggin' classic. Love this game. If you find this game, get it. It's amazing. You kill drug dealers, and the Predator tries to kill your hostages, and blood and guts go all over. It's great. It's great. Okay, Kurt. I'm trying to show the people the rest of these games. Whip Rush, another great classic Sega Genesis shooter. Rolling Thunder, arcade game, pretty good port. And this game, which we really like, don't we, son? Tell them what this is.
It's gargoyles, isn't it?
Gargoyles, awesome game. Very
Yeah,
good graphics.
I got gargoyles at always.
Yeah, he doesn't lie. I mean, he tells it like it is. But that's a great game, kind of an action platformer, but really good graphics, based on a cartoon back in the 90s that I really enjoyed.
Whoa.
Okay, Kurt, hold on, I'm gonna show him this. Also went to the bookstore and got this baby, Zelda. Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute, is that Star Wars? Yeah, the other dun 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 dun. Zelda. Dun, 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 dun. Hum the song, son.
It's Zelda.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But this is a really cool book.
We
It's
have
obviously
two
beautiful. Even if you
old
can't
damn
read, if you're
games.
illiterate, you'll probably
You like
still enjoy
these?
it. A lot of artwork. It tells the story. It kind of chronicles where the games go, like in the timeline and whatnot, and has concept designs and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. If you're a Zelda fan, definitely pick that up. I'm also a big comic book fan, as a lot of you out there probably know, and I picked up this, what do they call these things? Maga? It's a Japanese comic book. Okay. Kurt, this is part 1 in the Ocarina of Time Magna. I can't say that word. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap, but whatever. I'm from Oklahoma. Give me a break.
Can I read this, Zelda?
If you like. But I'm also a big vinyl collector. Recently got a record player, and I've been enjoying vinyl and music a lot. Hey, Kurt, can you get out of my frame, please? This is the Descendants Summary. Great punk band. Great pop
Can I
punk
see it?
type thing. The new Foo Fighters album. Pretty good. It's, Sonic Highways. A lot of cool songs. They recorded every song in this album in like a different city in a different studio. There's a TV show about it that's really awesome if you guys are into that kind of thing. A Clockwork Orange. Got this for, maybe one of these nights I take too much mescaline or something and I can't sleep. I'll put on some Clockwork Orange, Woody Guthrie. I've been getting into Woody Guthrie. He's really cool, from Oklahoma. Classic songwriter. Hey, Kurt, you know you're not supposed to touch my 3DS games. I told you to never touch my 3DS games. except for that one. You can touch Lego Batman 3. And of course, what vinyl collection would not be complete without Thriller? Thriller, one of the greatest albums of all time. Absolutely awesome. It's got a kitty cat on the inside of the sleeve. It's amazing.
It's a
Thriller.
kitty cat.
That is a kitty cat of sorts. It's a big kitty cat. I'd never noticed this before, you know, because I'm young and records were kind of on the way out when I was born. But Michael Jackson actually drew some pictures. Let's see if we can get it to focus for the sleeve. Like, this is like, you know, monsters and Frankenstein and stuff that he actually hand drew. And this picture of him and Paul McCartney fighting over a chick. The doggone girl is mine. Oh, she's mine. But,
I can play it.
I don't need to tell you guys, if you've never heard Thriller and you
Can
enjoy anything,
Can I play it?
get it.
Can I play it?
What? I couldn't hear you.
Can I play it?
Lego Batman 3, evidently, we're going to play. Pretty good game if you're into DC Comics, too. Thank you. That'll be my pickup videos for this month. Please subscribe to my channel.
I gotta play it.
I'm going to have lots and lots of reviews and funny things and all kinds of different stuff. Evidently, I have to play it. So, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe and see you next time.